Well, a good Friday afternoon to you. It's Dan. I want to welcome everyone to my home in the sticks. And I hope everybody's having a good Friday, and I hope everybody's looking forward to the weekend. But over here in East Central Mississippi, I'm here to tell you, it's sure enough hot, and it's going to be raining here pretty soon. Before we get started on today's video, I'm always going to say that if you're new to the channel, I want to welcome you. And if you're returning just to see what old Dan's got going on over here, I sure enough thank you for coming back. But what I want to share with you and y'all today is we're going to take a look at the hydroponic stuff that I have growing on over here and give y'all a little update and answer a few questions. So give me a second, and that's what we finna do. Take a look at that hydroponic lettuce that I have growing on over here in the Kratky system. And all of this is deer tongue lettuce, and I'm here to tell you it is quite tasty. I think I have 10 plants growing on here, and I have been harvesting religiously off of these guys and making lettuce wraps. So the Kratky system is working really good. I had a question that was posed to me. I was like, Dan, can you really grow Kratky lettuce during the summertime? Yes, you can. What I've done is I have my shop now is semi-climate controlled, so this stuff is growing really good. It stays during the daytime, maybe 72-ish, 73-ish. So the Kratky system is working with the lettuce. A lot of folks don't plant lettuce during the summertime. I believe Mr. CB runs quite a few Kratky systems over there at his home place that he has lettuce growing in, but I have followed suit and I'm doing the same thing. I also have some AC Infinity fans that I have, 2 of them, and they just blow a constant breeze over these guys. Keeps away the bugs, knock on wood. I haven't seen any of the flying bugs thus far. I think it's because it's the temperature that I have the shop set at. So it's this is growing really, really good. And I highly encourage anybody that wants to grow lettuce indoors all during the year to try the Kratky method of growing lettuce. It's super simple, and I've been harvesting off of this lettuce, and again, it just keeps growing back. So I figure I may get about maybe 1, 2, 3 more harvests off of this. I chop it all down, clean the buckets, clean these clay pebbles, and then I'll start all over again. It's a little update on the lettuce that I have growing on over here. All right, this is another thing that I wanted to share. I wanted to show y'all, and that is the AeroGarden that I have growing on over here. We are about 40 days in, and I have some heirloom maters and some miniature jalapenos growing here, and this is growing real well as well. I have the mater plants are starting to form a bunch of flowers, and I've just been giving these guys a little shake every day, try to get my pollination on. And you can see that I have pruned these guys back a lot because this thing was just like taking over. It was just going everywhere. So, and I didn't want to keep raising the light because it would start blocking this stuff off. So I actually topped one of these mater plants. I don't remember which one it was, but I actually topped it. So it's starting to grow outwards now. We'll see what happens with it. I'm pretty sure it's going to put off some maters, but I'm going to have to, there you go, there's a topping, I think. I have to agree with Mr. CB on hand pollinating these maters. A lot of folks buy the electric toothbrushes and stuff like that. After watching several of his videos and how he hand pollinates, I do the same thing, and we'll see if it works. I'm pretty sure it will. But we got some stuff growing on in the AeroGarden Bounty. Now I have quite a few questions about this guy right here, and this is the Aerovore that's made by AeroGarden. Had several comments on a video that I made about this guy in reference to how much water does this thing use out of here. Well, that's a pretty good question, and it works like this. These maters, they're pretty big now, so they're going to start sucking up a lot of water. Let's see if I can get in here. See those roots? So these maters are sucking up a lot of water. I would have filled this already, but I didn't because I wanted to save it for this video. I put a gallon of distilled water into this Aerovore, and probably within a week's time, maybe a little bit less, this guy will be drained bone dry. Dan, why do you cover the Aerovore up with a towel? Well, I have some light that comes into the shop early morning, and it shines directly on this reservoir. So I take a towel and I just cover it up because I don't want any algae buildup to start growing in this tank. So that's why I cover it up. Now, getting this thing refilled is real simple. We're gonna take this joker off, and as you can see, it is bone dry. I'll take this lid off, pull the lid on out, and I'm using distilled water again. Reckon you can use tap water if you wanted to. Hey Rosie, you want to help? Reckon you could use tap water if you wanted to, but I use distilled water, and all I do is just go to filling this joker till it gets filled up. Don't forget to recycle these if you do in your state. I wish we did in Mississippi. I'd love to recycle all of this stuff. We're gonna put this lid back on it, or the cap. Make sure we don't cross thread that joker. All we'll do is we'll invert this guy and just set it right down, right back on top of the base. It's gonna look like that. And every now and then, you may have to hand prime it, and that's cool. Just give it a few bumps. You're good to go. And this thing will start bubbling every now and then, and all it's doing is releasing water into the AeroGarden. Now, as you can see, the AeroGarden is showing that it's full, and it's going to stay that way until it consumes all of this water right here, and it'll read medium or low. But I try not to let it get to medium or low. Just keep a lot of distilled water in here, because these tomato plants are really going to drink it up. As far as the nutrients, I haven't done anything different other than what AeroGarden says to do on the nutrients, and that's use their nutrients. I think one day I'm going to try to use different nutrients like Master Blend or something like that in the AeroGarden, but for now, I've just been doing everything the way AeroGarden says you need to do it. Cover this baby back up, and we'll check it in about a week maybe. Just that easy. Well, all right, that's what I wanted to share with you and y'all today. Wanted to give you a little update on all the hydroponic stuff I got growing on over here, being the cracky lettuce and the AeroGarden that's got the tomatoes and the miniature jalapenos growing in it. Had quite a few questions about the Aerovore that supplies the extra water to the AeroGarden. Dan, does it use a lot of water? Well, it's dependent on what you have growing in it. Tomatoes are gonna suck up a lot of water. So yeah, maybe every week you're going to be adding a gallon or so of water into that Aerovore. But that's just what happens if you're trying to grow tomatoes in the AeroGarden. They're going to drink a lot of water. As far as the cracky system, had a few questions about it as well, being, can you grow lettuce in a cracky system during the summertime? Yes, you can. You've seen it. Got a little bit of climate control in my shop, so it's working out really good. And that allows me to grow fresh lettuce year round. But it's all good because I love lettuce. So again, I hope everybody's having a show enough Good Friday, and I hope everybody stays safe this weekend amid this crisis that we still have going on. If y'all like this video, go and give it a thumbs up to help. If you haven't subscribed to the Homie Six channel, Lord of mercy. Y'all need to come on over and give old Dan a look, because I'm always doing stuff. I'm trying to do stuff. With that being said, you know it's coming. Dan reference showing enough. I always gon' say it. Don't let nobody dull your shine. And I mean nobody. You sure enough get your shine on, get your grow on. It's important. And Dan will see you and y'all in the next video.